Do I have something I finished? Yes, I have something I finished. Hi everyone, welcome to Flourish Creatively podcast number 43. So excited to share some finished projects and some gifts for Christmas, some things I'm working on that I had to do another podcast. Hopefully you have seen my podcast 42 that's all about looking back at 2024, some of the things that I have learned, realized, and looking forward to 2025. If not, I will link it here and you can check that out. And so, yeah, I am very excited to get a chance to show you some of the things that I really worked on since the Christmas Vlogmas video, the last one I put out on Christmas Day, up through New Year's or the new year. And so, but before I begin, I just want to welcome you all in. Thanks for clicking on this video, watching it. If you like it, if you want to support my channel, please don't forget to hit the like or thumbs up button. Greatly appreciated. Love connecting with you through the comments as well. And so, yeah, let's get started. All right, the first thing that I got done was a second stocking, and look at the glitter in that yarn. You can really see it. So I used Hobby Lobby's Velvety Smooth Sparkle yarn for the stocking part. And this was a part of the Battle of the Stitches hosted by Teresa at Critters Crochet and Heather at Strings and Threads for the month of December. And the stitch was either the camel stitch or the middle bar half double crochet stitch. So it goes vertically and or horizontally in the book, but I turned it vertically for the stocking. The yarn for the cuff, for the heel, and for the toe is just Velvety Smooth, Yarn Bees Velvety Smooth, not Sparkle, but the green is. So I finished this one. The lady that won, all the voters were drawn, and the lady who won decided that she wanted the yellow one that I made for Battle of the Stitches. Again, I'll put a link to that reveal video. You can see the yellow one, but I made a green one because I really liked this yarn as well, and it's so soft, just like a cloud. It is so incredibly soft. So I have a stocking. I will keep this one for Christmas next year. So that is the first thing that I completed after Christmas Day. And it, as I said, it will be packed with all the Christmas decorations when I put them away, which will be very soon. It will go with them and be ready to be put out on display next year. The other thing that I finished, some of you may have seen this in my videos. This was a make-along, a mystery crochet-along, Advent crochet-along for the month of December. Heather at Strings and Threads put out a mystery clue each day for 24 days leading up to Christmas, and it was so much fun. And this is the Christmas tree house that we made as part of that make-along. So if you didn't catch that video, then I will put a link to that Vlogmas video there, and you can check out where I showed the finished project. But if you haven't seen it, here it is, the Christmas tree house. very, very cute and a fun Advent crochet along. Like I said, she did bits and pieces. It was perfect because there were a couple of days that we went away, didn't take it with me, but able to catch up within like half an hour of the parts that I had missed. So very, very well thought out, very well done. All right, so that is it. It's not very well stuffed. I probably could fix it a little bit, but very cute. All right, so those are my finished objects, but I was able to work quite a bit on some other projects. So the first thing that I worked a little bit on, I don't want to make too much noise, was the second sock that I've been working on for months. And if you caught my last podcast, you will know that I have a goal to crochet a pair of socks every month. I just want to be able to get a pair done in a month, get 2 socks done in a month instead of it just hanging on. I really want to work on my knitting and improve that and just do so much more with it because I love knitting. Still don't like the idea of losing stitches or messing up, which I'll talk about in the next project, but I really do enjoy knitting. So I've gotten a little bit more done on the foot, and my mom tried my other one on because I do have one that is finished, and I take these out and put them on the other as I go so they will match. My mom tried them on, liked the way they fit. I'll either give her this pair, or I will, or maybe both, knit her another pair of socks. So yeah, so working on that. But the thing that I really gave a lot of love to was my Advent Slay All Day cowl. And just so excited. I started the second skein. This is the colorway. I think I threw the bag away and I forgot which one it is. It's on Vlogmas Day 2, but it is by Leap of Faith Yarns. Christy is the yarn dyer, and this is a beautiful skein of yarn patterned after flowers, trees, vegetation in God's garden, so that you find in the Bible. All right, this is a bag my husband got me when he was in Thailand, and my sock bag is one from South Africa. The company is called Zuma, and I love their bags, and I have 2 of them. I really love them. All right, so I finished the lace section right here, and I made mistakes, but that's okay. I'll be able to look back on it and hopefully see progress, because I think there's 4 sections, a garter section, and a brioche. Or maybe it's 3 sections, brioche and garter. Maybe that's it in the pattern. So I will repeat. This is section A. I will repeat it again. I don't know if this is the section I made mistakes on, but like I said, I don't know very well how to fix mistakes. So I can tink, which is knit backwards. I can tink back purl and knit stitches. But if you do anything else like yarn overs, or there's a section where you have to slip, it's called CDD, anyway, where you have to slip 2 stitches, knit the 3rd, and then carry the 2 stitches over and off the needles from the 3rd, I would not know how to fix that if I get it in the wrong place. And so, I just made sure I had 120 stitches all the way around my needles, and just hoped that the next round would be better. And it was. I had some good rounds, and then I'd have some mistake rounds, but it's very pretty. Didn't mess it up too much, I don't think. But like I said, I'll be able to look back and see progress that I have made throughout the 24 skeins, hanks of mini skeins that I am putting into this cowl. So as you can see, I have started the next section. It is a brioche section. I haven't done enough rows for it to really come out. It is a single skein brioche section. I really love doing brioche. I'm having a great time doing brioche. It is a fun stitch, I guess you would call it. So anyway, really enjoying that and moving along with it on my second skein in my 24 mini skeins. The 25th is a full skein. I am not going to be putting it, I am not going to be putting it in this project. I will be doing something different with it, maybe making a pair of socks or a scarf or a muscle, I don't know why I keep forgetting that word, a muscle burrow hat, something I will do with that full hank of yarn. But anyway, love it and so excited about my progress. So the other thing that I have worked quite a bit on is my Bougie Crochet Wearable. It is the oversized sweater by Olga Poltava. I have finished the back panel. So here is the back panel. So there are 16 rows. Then you don't do all the way up. You don't do the 3 stitches here. Do 16. So that's the back of the neck. And then you chain up 3 to do the other shoulder. So that is the back panel completed. You do the ribbing. So you go from half double crochet into single crochet in the back loops only for the ribbing. And instead of just going back and putting the ribbing in, it is done as you do the whole panel. So I have done the back. It's all tangled up. There you go. I have done this much of the front panel. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've done 10, working on the 11th round of that. And again, you put the ribbing in as you make the panel, and it will be done the same, except that we will leave, after the shoulder in the front, we will leave 6 stitches unworked to do the front. So the front will come down a little lower, and then we will chain back the 6 for the other shoulder. And then it's a matter of sewing that together and putting the sleeves in. So really excited about that and the progress that I made on that. We are headed to Kentucky, and I plan, well, actually, when you see this video, we are in Kentucky, but I plan on working on that as we are driving to Kentucky. So very excited about that progress. And so those were the projects that I gave quite a bit of love to this last week and a half since December's 25th Vlogmas. So I want to also show you what I got as Christmas presents, and one that's my mom gave me that's not really a Christmas present. So let me show you that first. She had this bag and she asked me if I wanted it, and I can't turn down bags. And here it is. Knitting is jazzercise for the hands. It's a really cute canvas, very nice stiff bag. It's one of those great bags to have by your side as you knit or crochet, because it's very stiff, sturdy, keeps its shape. So anyway, when she said, "Do you want a bag?" I said, "Yes." Okay, so I got 3 books that I am very excited about. The first book, well, actually the first 2 books that I'm going to show you were on my Christmas wish list that I put up on Amazon, that I send out to my family. And this was a gift from my daughter, and it is Lulu's Crochet Dolls. So Casandra at Craftably Ever After has talked about it. I am sure some of the other podcasters have talked about making dolls from this book, and very excited that I got it from my daughter. So there it is. I enjoyed making, and I still have her out because I love her so much, but I enjoy making. This is supposed to be Anne Elliot, one of Jane Austen's characters, protagonists from the book Persuasion. And I had joined in with Hooking Up with Books with Casandra at Craftably Ever After, and with Caroline at Caroline for the Love of Crochet, that they were doing the last 2 years. Their last book was Persuasion. I made her, but it is a free pattern from Amigurumi Today, and I absolutely loved making this doll. It was so much fun to do her hair and make all those little curls on top, and the bangs, and her sweet dress. And so I am really looking forward to making dolls from this book. So very excited about that. And my daughter loves Sailor Moon, so I might use a pattern in this book to make a Sailor Moon doll. Why not? Anyway, I'm very excited about this book. Funny story, my mom was going to order this book, and I think either she went to check out, or she, I don't know, picked something else or something. When she went back to my list, it was gone because my daughter beat her to the punch of ordering that book. So, and of course, I love surprises. And so once I set my list on Amazon, I never go back and look, because I don't want to know what I'm getting. I love surprises. So anyway, the other book that I got that was on my list is Summer Lee's The Sock Project book. I am so excited about this book. I think it will help me as I learn different ways to make socks, different patterns, doing color work. So I am very excited about this book. I did join, she started a, I don't know what you would call it, but on Ravelry for $12, she puts out a sock pattern, sometimes 2 a month, and for the year. So it's like a year of sock patterns. And so I'm very excited to also have her book. And so there you go. And I like it because in the beginning, there is a section that tells you all about sock knitting, from the different types of yarn to needles to notions, which is really exciting. But I'm excited about chapter 2, about the sizing and fit, and really, maybe tweaking my socks to really fit. Not that they don't fit. I'm finding I use the Crazy Sock Ladies vanilla sock pattern, and I have used another pattern of hers. I can't remember the name of it, and they fit really well. I like them, but it'd be nice to just be able to tweak it to fit my foot even better. And so, yeah, so that is two exciting books I got. Then I got a book that was not on my list, but I had watched Caroline at Caroline for the Love of Crochet, and she was going through this book, and it looked really neat. And I don't know, I'm sure because I had gone on to Amazon and looked at the book, checked it out, saw, the price and all of that. And I guess when my family looks at my list, they may see other things I've looked at. I don't know. But I think it was my brother gave me this book, and it is Beginner's Guide to Crochet Sweaters and Tops. And so Caroline had done some testing, pattern testing, for the designer, who is Amelia Johansson, and just went through the book, talked about all the different patterns. It looks so good, and I am so excited about trying some of these patterns out. You never know, one or two may show up in a bougie crochet wearable episode, or 2 or 3, however long it takes me to get tops and sweaters done for that. So yeah, looking forward to looking through this book and seeing what designs in there that I might be interested in doing this year. So that is, I think that's everything that I have to share about my projects and my gifts. And the last thing that I would like to share with you is some plans that I have already gotten started. And I'm looking at my list to make sure that I talk about that. I definitely do want to do a mosaic blanket, considering hosting a crochet along for that. If you're interested, you can let me know in the comments below. I think I want to do a color work sweater. So I watch a lady from Germany, and I just drew a blank on her name, but I'll put it on the screen. She's at Sunbird Crochet, and she does so many color work designs, sweaters, cowls, scarves. She will take knit color work charts and turn them into crochet color work projects, and she does such beautiful work. And so I think I would love to do a color work crochet sweater or top. So anyway, that may be something for much later on in the year, but something I have on my wish list, wish to do list. Anyway, HexiCardi, I'm joining in with K&K Crochet at their HexiCardi party. I have bought my yarn. It is being shipped to my parents' house because I am going to Houston for cataract surgery. Happy 60th birthday to me, having cataract surgery the week before my birthday, but it is what it is, and I'm hoping to, at least out of one eye, see so much better. And so anyway, have the yarn ordered and sent there. It is Barocco, let me read this, Barocco Remix Light. And I will put a picture of the colorway rose that I've chosen. I love that it's just got little pops of color in there, that it is not completely solid, but I think it will be a great subtle colorway for the hexagon cardigan. I am using a pattern by a Craft and a Cuppa, and again, I can't remember her name. I'll put it there so that you can see her name. Anyway, she has a YouTube video that I'll link below for her hexagon cardigan. She puts all the sizes and it's done by measurements, and she uses fingering weight yarn, which is close to what the Barocco Remix Light is. It says DK, but the measurements that are given, it's 100 grams in a 432 yard skein, which is closer to fingering weight, and or maybe falls within sport weight, but just the lighter side of sport weight. And so I am excited about that and getting my HexiCardi party going. And so yeah, looking forward to that. All right. The other thing is that I am pledging to do a hat a month for K&K Crochet's charity, Bumblebee Mountain Outreach, and I would like to do at least one hat a month. Well, Litsa at Coco's Crochet is doing a year-long cowl where you take the birthstone for that month and you make a project using the color of the birthstone. And I love that idea, and so I am going to make a hat each month for Bumblebee Mountain Outreach to go along with Litsa's, I think she calls it gemstone, #gemstone crochet along, something like that. I'll put the hashtag up, or it'll be in the description box below. But yeah, so kind of, as they say, killing two birds with one stone. I am going to be a part of two projects, two crochet alongs with one project, something like that. That didn't really come out right. But anyway, you get what I mean. I'm going to make a hat a month, following along with Litsa's crochet along, her gemstone or birthstone. Maybe that's what it's called, birthstone crochet along. Anyway, looking forward to that. All right. Yeah, I think that about covers it. That things that I have in mind or things that I am preparing and getting ready to do. And so thanks for joining me for the yarny part of this podcast. And I am going to read for the new year from a daily devotional that was put out a few years ago by the pastor at my parents' church at Houston's First, Greg Mott. And I want to read the devotional for January 1st. Why not? It is the new year. The title is Followers of Christ, and the verse is 1 Corinthians 11, verse 1. And it says, most churches celebrate Jesus' birth during Christmas and then just cruise along until Easter. They celebrate the resurrection, then they cruise along again. But I think it's important to look at Christ's life before the cross and use that as an example for our everyday lives. The journey of the Christian life is to be a follower of Christ, to look at his life and follow it. Everybody wants to be a leader and make a difference, but to do so, you must first be a follower. Our leading is based on our following. Paul told the Corinthians to follow him as he followed Christ. I don't think there is a greater example of a person who led people to be followers of Christ. Paul was someone who led by following the example of Christ. If you want to be a leader who leads well, but also has the characteristics and decision-making skills that Christ had, you have to be his follower. Read God's word, understand Christ's teaching, and know his heart so you can lead well. Lead professionally, lead your marriage, lead your children, lead a church. Become a Christ-following leader here on earth. Everyone has the ability to be a person of impact somewhere, in your house, your church, at work. If you're wondering how you can be the best mom, it's by following Christ. How can you be the best husband to your wife? By being a follower of Christ. How can you be the best employee? It is by following Christ's example today. It is not about titles, money, personality, or things. The word leader definitely sounds more powerful than follower, but true leadership is based on following. I encourage you to be a follower of Christ just like Paul, so you can lead the way Christ desires for you. So as you make your plans for the new year, I hope part of the plans that you are making, part of the commitments, the resolutions, the goals, whatever it is, that it is to be in God's word, getting to know Jesus, getting to know his heart. I love that part. Getting to know God's character and who he is so that you can lead better. We are all leaders. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are in your work, in your family, at your church, whatever it is, you are a leader, even to the teeny tiniest child. And so I hope it is your desire. It's always my desire every year to be in God's word more and more, learning about him, about his character, about who he is, because when I learn who he is, I learn more about who I am, and I feel like I do become better at whatever I put my heart and mind and effort into, whether that is a mom, a sister, a brother, a dad, a grandparent, a discipler at your church, a Sunday school teacher, whatever it is, whatever position that you have, even at your work, even if you are not in a high position at work, you still represent Jesus and lead people to know him. I am retired, but every time I get out to go shopping, grocery shopping, to meet with people, I believe that I am bringing Jesus to people and introducing people to him with the way I live and the way I follow him. So I hope this was an encouragement to you. Thanks for joining me. Thanks again for clicking on this video and watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would appreciate it. Yeah, excited about what 2025 has to offer. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye, y'all.